Hi friend, it's Misha. Welcome to one of our mini episodes where I share a story with you that has nothing to do with your life, but in a fun way helps you think about your life. I believe when we can look at our life in an abstract way, it can help open up insights about ourselves that we have never seen before. Let's jump in. Today's story is called The Currant Bush. I was living up in Canada. I had purchased a farm. It was run down. I went out one morning and saw a currant bush. It had grown up over 6 feet high. It was going all to wood. There were no blossoms and no currants. I was raised on a fruit farm in Salt Lake before we went to Canada, and I knew what ought to happen to that currant bush. So I got some pruning shears and clipped it back until there was nothing left but stumps. It was just coming daylight, and I thought I saw on top of each of these little stumps what appeared to be a tear. And I thought the currant bush was crying. I was kind of simple-minded, and I looked at it and smiled and said, "What are you crying about?" You know, I thought I heard that currant bush say this. "How could you do this to me? I was making such wonderful growth. I was almost as big as the shade tree and the fruit tree that are inside the fence, and now you've cut me down. Every plant in the garden will look down on me because I didn't make what I should have made. How could you do this to me? I thought you were the gardener here." That's what I thought I heard the currant bush say. And I thought so much that I answered, and I said, "Look, little currant bush, I am the gardener here, and I know what I want you to be. I didn't intend you to be a fruit tree or a shade tree. I want you to be a currant bush. And someday, little currant bush, when you are laden with fruit, you're going to say, 'Thank you, Mr. Gardener, for loving me enough to cut me down. Thank you, Mr. Gardener.'" Hugh shares that later in his life, the story of the currant bush came back to him at a time that was really challenging, and he heard the voice that he spoke so long ago saying, "I am the gardener here, and I know what I want you to be." It was upon his recognition that even in the hard he was growing, and he said, "The bitterness went out of my soul," and he fell to his knees by the cot to ask forgiveness for my ungratefulness and my bitterness. So often when we're being cut back, it is for a purpose. It is so that we can be what we are intended to be. All right, I hope you're looking for the lessons from these stories that make you think. If there's any questions or insights you have, don't forget to reach out. I would love to hear from you. You can DM me on Instagram at myfriendmisha. I'm here for you. I'm here for you to help you take a little bit of time for a mindset check that will alter your days and by so doing, alter your life. I'm here to remind you that in your life you have more power than you think you do by breaking it down and walking through it with you. And I'm here to help you feel encouragement radiating from your body to live the amazing life that's in front of you. Keep on keeping, my friends.